Hello, everybody. Yes. Any questions today, people? My day was hot, very hot. The AC in the barn, of course, but you can't spend your whole day in the barn. So I tried to get everything hosed down earlier. Even if I am working with the cold water, the other day when it was really hot out, it was just so hot. Even though I was working with cold water, it didn't cool it down at all. So I tried to do the hosing down early, so I got that out of the way. So, but it was all right. Addie is always slow to eat her breakfast. She's just not food motivated. Kara's the same way. Noelle's the same way. She's not. Some days she eats, some days she doesn't. So there are just some dogs that just are not food motivated and just don't really care to eat. They'll eat, a few bites here and there, not like, won't eat the whole bowl like most of them do, and then some if you offer it. So, they just not interested in eating. So, donkeys are good. They got some carrots today, I saw, so they are being well loved. They are funny. They're funny. I like them. They're snuggly. I'm sure if I went in there, they'd be snuggling up. So, but they're good. Pockets is still a little of a nipper, but I think somebody got nibbled by her. I forget who it was. Got nibbled, but anything exciting happened today. They're down there. The weighing. Yesterday we weighed all the barn dogs, and today they're weighing all the Nut and Deagle dogs and the house dogs, preparing for worming. So tomorrow we'll be worming, and so Sunday, luckily, I'm not here, and there will be worms everywhere in their poop. So I won't be here. Excited about that. So, but yeah, so that's going to be Sunday's excitement, is worms everywhere. But yeah, we're just weighing, and it's funny that they just instinctively do not like the scale. I don't know what it is. They just it's a fight to get them on, and we have to get them to trust us that it's not gonna kill them, and usually finally we can get them on, but it's not easy. It's not easy. So it takes a couple of us just to get them to you pick one paw up, put it on, and make pat the paw. It's good, and so it's a process. Dogs are slowing down in the heat. I let them out, and I have them open to the back so they can go out and play if they want, a couple at a time, and they just go right back in. They'll play for a few minutes and then come right back in, and just so they're not enjoying the heat. So yeah, California, I'm sure, is probably really hot too. Manna. Yeah, I just ran through the kitchen. Because I bring the beef for the beef and rice. We split it. I split it down at the barn, so the rest of the beef and rice is down in the barn, and then now they have beef and rice up here so they can start feeding soon. So. Amy, as far as training with the treats, it doesn't. I mean, you can usually find something that they are like more apt to like. Like some of them, like Addie's not even big on treats. Carol loves treats though, but Addie's not big on treats. But I'm sure if you like one of the things we use a lot are mozzarella sticks, the cheese sticks. So you break off little pieces of the cheese sticks and you know, you give, or like when I was trying to weigh them, we were just using, you know, little pinches of beef, and they get on the scale, and they get that as a treat. So yeah, you can usually find something that they're, you know, they really love, and sometimes it's just affection. So. And MD Karen, I don't know about the barn cam. That's something you can ask at mail call. And I think there is a camera person, like a literal camera person, not like a person that just watches the cameras, like a tech person, coming maybe next week that might be working on Puppy Hill cam. I don't know if that's going to include the donkey cam or the barn cam. I'm not sure. Explain worming. That's probably something more you want to ask Carlene. I don't know how, but dogs get worms somehow, whether it's, you know, they eat stuff outside all the time. They eat everything. They eat things they shouldn't. And it might be just, I mean, even the puppies that haven't even been outside, I don't think they'll be wormed at this point. They'll be wormed later. But they just get worms. I don't know how. It's just a thing. You might want to ask Carlene at mail call. But they get worms, and then there is a wormer that you give them, and it just kills off all the worms, and then they poop it out. They poop the worms out. And so I hope nobody's having spaghetti tonight, but that's pretty much what, you know, the next morning looks like, is spaghetti. So let's see. Trying to think. That the heaviest dogs so far, as far as the puppies, the litter of the 32, the heaviest so far that I've seen, and I think he's going to stay the heaviest, is Grumman. Grumman is 125 pounds at 9.5 months. Everybody else is like, you know, 120, 117. Lint was, I think, 117, and Rocco was 118, which I think is weird because Rocco is 5 weeks younger than Lint. So, and then all the females were right around 100, 107, 100. So far, the smallest, I think, was Pixie, aptly named. Pixie was 99. So far, that's the lightest one I've seen. We haven't weighed Kara yet. Kara's still a little sensitive. She's being treated for Lyme, and so she's still a little bit sensitive to touch, and she's just sensitive anyway. She's a sensitive girl, so yeah. So she may be a little less, but they're all good. They all seem. I mean, the funny thing was with Grumman. Grumman looks like he could eat 7 times a day, and just because he's so skinny, and he's just so, but he's just big, and you know, we try to give him lunch and everything, and it's just, he just does not look like he's gaining weight, but he's the heaviest, he's the biggest. I think that was Noelle. I just saw that. I think Noelle was there a minute ago, but either she went in with the puppies, or she may be included in the worming weighing, the weighing for the worming. So I'm not sure. I didn't notice whether she walked in there or not, but let's see. Any plans for the weekend? My favorite band is playing. A favorite local band, so we're going in Saturday night. So I may post some pictures of that on Facebook, on my own page. But other than that, no big plans. Just we weren't around last weekend, so we'll probably just try to get stuff done around the house, even though it's gonna be really hot. So we'll stay inside. You know, maybe take the dog out. You know, but not too much because too hot for her too. So. Trying to think if there's any other big fun things that happened today. Oh, Ziggy showed up today. I got to see Ziggy. So he was, Ziggy is an active service dog. He is, and he showed up for a recertification. You know, and they get that every, he's been gone just about a year now. I can't believe it. That year flew by. So, yep, Ziggy came for a visit. And the reunion when Meg saw him was, they were both equally exuberant with each other. So, he's a good boy. He's doing well. He looks great. This person's doing great. So. Any other questions today? Yeah, the funny thing is, Grumman is, like I said, he's not a port. He doesn't even look like he weighs that much. He's just a big boy. He's just large. He's skinny, but he's large. He's a tall boy. He's going to be a big boy. So, all right. I will see you. Well, no, I won't see you. Why do I always say that? You'll see me on Monday, and I will talk to you again on Monday. Have a good weekend. So just to report, Bentley was weighed in at 161.6, and I weighed Walter. Walter is 168.
You lost weight again?
Yeah, he's 168 something. So yeah, big boys. And I am, not that I want to announce my weight, but I'm in the running. My fitness goal was to weigh less than Walter, and I'm equal with Walter right now. So. I gotta push myself to not eat Adele's donuts when she brings them. So have a great weekend, everybody.